Got laid off? Don't worry, because this is your moment to rise like a phoenix from the ashes and show them just how badly they messed up. And if you've ever wanted to make a company regret cutting you loose, this is how you do it. Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, my name is Brian, and I'm a corporate recruiter and a career coach. I've helped thousands of job seekers bounce back after layoffs to land better roles and rebuild careers with purpose. And unfortunately, I've been laid off too in my career, but I bounced back stronger than ever, and so can you. And today, I'm going to give you the exact playbook for turning your layoff into the best thing that's ever happened to you. By the way, if you're tired of being at the mercy of employers and having them hold all of the cards, isn't it time that you reclaim control over your career? And if you're not sure how to do that, you're in luck, because I created a free 1.5-hour webinar that teaches you exactly how to do it. I will leave a link down below. Okay, so let's start with the most important piece that people often skip: your mindset. Getting laid off can shake you. You may question your worth. You may even spiral if you're not careful. And you may start believing that you weren't that good to begin with. But that's exactly the trap that you can't fall into. Because if you stay stuck in emotion, you start playing defensive and you start looking at yourself like the victim. And inevitably, you're going to start chasing any job that comes your way, even if it's beneath you. And that's how people get trapped into boring, uninspiring jobs or career paths for the next decade. So you need to take a breath. You need to get your head on straight, and you need space to reset. Go through the stages of grief, but don't stay there very long. Detach from the anger and the resentment. Doesn't mean that you're going to forget it. It just means that you need to use this as fuel, because nothing feels better than showing them that you didn't just survive a layoff, but that you actually leveled up. And when they start lurking your LinkedIn profile a few months later and see where you've landed, it's the chef's kiss. All right, now that we've got our mind space clear, let's talk strategy. You want to make them regret it, then become the person that they wish they had kept. This means taking time right now to skill up, and not just any skills, the ones that your old employer actually needed or will likely need in the near future. And this is especially true if you knew that you were the one that was irreplaceable, even if they didn't quite know it just yet. So in other words, look at the certifications that their current job postings are asking for, and maybe not just even the company that you just got laid off from, but look at the industry as a whole. What are the tech stacks that they're hiring around? What about the strategic goals that they have this year? How could you become more valuable to that mission than anybody else? You want to go out and get the skills that make you undeniable, because while they kept Steve from accounting, you were busy turning into a weapon. Now, we're not doing this to go back to our old employer because they're old news, but we are showing them that they made a mistake. And here's where things get interesting. You want to sting a little? Start sniffing around their biggest competitors. Now, to be clear, I'm not telling you to leak any trade secrets or break any non-competes. That's not only unethical, but it could also derail your career. But your experience is still valuable. You know the industry, you know the players, and you know the pain points. And there are some companies out there who would take particular interest in your background. You know, those rival companies. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach out to industry competitors. Target the ones that kept your old employer up at night. You know, the ones that they used to avoid and gossip about at the annual trade shows. No, it's not about revenge here, but rather it's about aligning yourself with people who value what you bring to the table. Besides, your old employer didn't want you, but there's no reason why you couldn't find somebody who does. And if they happen to announce your hire on LinkedIn, all the better. I think this is the perfect opportunity to announce today's sponsor, Delete Me. Because if you're applying to a lot of different jobs after a layoff, you're going to be submitting a lot of very personal information in the form of job applications. And companies will use these to conduct background checks. When you do these background checks, unfortunately, some of this information does inevitably get shared with data brokers. Now, finding it's one thing, but removing it's another, and it's a very time-consuming and cumbersome process. But fortunately, Delete Me offers a novel solution. They have a system that will scan the internet looking for instances where your information is showing up in public directories, and then they'll take proactive steps to automatically scrub it and opt you out. It's very easy to get started. All you got to do is submit a little bit of personal information so that they know exactly what it is that they're looking for. And then they'll get busy scanning the internet on your behalf. And every so often, you'll get emailed a detailed report of where they found your information and what they're doing to scrub it for you. And if you're interested in getting started, they've been gracious to offer a 20% off discount if you use the code LAYOFF at signup. I will leave a link in the video description below. Okay, so next up, we have to fix our LinkedIn and our resume. Now is not the time to blend in. You want to make sure that you update your LinkedIn. And if you're not on LinkedIn, it's probably time to consider opening up a LinkedIn profile. Listen, this is where the recruiters are. This is where people are finding jobs. And even though it might have some warts, it is still the very best place to be if you're a white-collar professional. So make sure that your LinkedIn is updated. Make it obvious what you bring to the table and write your headline like it's your mission statement. Think keywords here, guys. What are recruiters searching for? Then add an impactful About Me section. Tell us your accomplishments. Tell us a little bit of your background story and own your results. Frame your layoff in a way that would make you already sound like you're on the move. The same goes for your resume. Don't just list out the responsibilities and the tasks. Sell the impact. Hiring managers don't want to hear that you managed a project. They want to know that you led a 2 million project that delivered 6 weeks ahead of schedule. This is the time to put your best self on display, and you need to make sure that these are impactful. So, you remember what we said earlier about mindset. This is where it pays off. When you're active, optimistic, and clear moving forward, you become the opposite of what they expected, because layoffs come with a hidden hope. They hope that you quietly disappear and not make much of a fuss. And you know that senior leader that circled your name on the list? They want to forget about you as quickly as possible because it's hard on them too. And yeah, I know, woe is me. But they prefer that you internalize the shame, mind your own business, and stay small. But when you stay visible, consistent, and unbothered, it messes with them. Start posting thoughtful comments on LinkedIn. Share your insights on your industry. Comment on the trends, cheer people on, be seen. Listen, it's not about the number of likes that you get. You are not trying to be a LinkedIn influencer. You're trying to increase your visibility and share what you know with the world. What matters is when they do check in on you, that they see that you're thriving. And whatever you do, don't burn bridges. Look, I get it. You want to blast them. You may even want to write a scathing post or create a video calling them out. Don't do it. Keep it professional, keep it classy. Let your success be the loudest thing that they hear. Because even though it may feel good in the very short term to trash the company that just laid you off, it will only hurt your long-term brand, and worse, it could make landing another job infinitely harder. The truth is, people talk, recruiters and hiring teams look at your socials and activity, so you need to keep your head high and your reputation intact. Listen, I know that being laid off can be a very frustrating experience, and you likely are feeling like you're stuck, but you have to remember something. This is your chance to make this your comeback story, and you get to decide how it ends. You can level up or you can feel bad about yourself. You can network smart or stay invisible, or you can fix your mindset or let yourself unravel. And ultimately, you can show them they made the right decision, or you can show them what mistake they actually made. Now, if you're struggling with a layoff, I know this world very well, and this is exactly what I specialize in. And I actually have an entire website dedicated to it. It's called alifeafterlayoff.com. So I encourage you to go over there and check it out. It's full of a bunch of free articles, a lot of more in-depth knowledge that I share with you from a recruiter's perspective. So go and check it out, do a deep dive on the content. I'm here to help. And if you did find this to be beneficial and helpful to you on some level, it only takes a split second to hit that like button. It's no skin off your back, and it really does help allow me to continue doing what I'm doing. And hey, consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. If you have the right mindset, you can get this done and you can come out stronger. Appreciate you watching. We will see you on the next one.